If you're planning on retiring early, you're trying to retire early, you're hoping you can retire early, how do you bridge the gap between when you kiss that paycheck goodbye and when you're able to start drawing Social Security? How do you create a Social Security bridge? I've got a few ideas coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. You planning on retiring at age 60? 2 years before you can even draw Social Security at all? If so, how are you going to bridge the gap? How are you going to kiss that paycheck goodbye at 60 and supplement your income before you can turn on Social Security at 62? What's the plan? Okay, what if that's not you? What if you want to retire early, but you want to delay Social Security? You want to let your Social Security grow a little bit, a couple of years, maybe at that average 8% average annual increase, letting that Social Security grow for you until maybe 67 or even up to 70. How do you bridge that gap? This is one of the things that we help folks a lot with, figuring out, well, what are your retirement goals? How do you make sure you're on track, stay on track? And then what's the optimal way to draw Social Security? And if there's any sort of gap or if there's any sort of delay, what's the bridge? How do you create a bridge until you want to or should start drawing Social Security? I've got 4 ideas. The first, and this is my favorite. This is my favorite. If I could wave a magic wand and create a bridge for Social Security for you, it would be building up some non-IRA cash, maybe some sort of asset, some nest egg that has no strings attached to it, no tax consequences or tax sheltering attached to it, just building up some non-IRA, some cash assets. Why? That sounds pretty boring. I would want you to fully fund and max out your tax shelters. But then again, above that, it would be fantastic, and what we've seen is it's fantastic if you can build up some savings above and beyond that for you to use as a bridge. Why is this my favorite? Number 1, when you're looking at creating a tax bridge or a cash flow bridge until Social Security, pulling dollars out of cash as opposed to a retirement investment means your taxes are very low. You can live off of that cash and keep your income looking very, very small. Why is that so important? Because you're also going to need to figure out a health insurance bridge to Medicare. And if you can supplement your savings or live off of cash as opposed to drawing dollars out of an IRA or drawing dollars out of a pension or something like that, if you can live off of cash, then your income, your taxable income is going to look very small, and that will give you more options when it comes to trying to find out where is the best place to get health insurance from between whenever you retire early and Medicare. So that's one reason why I love well, still fund all your tax shelters, but above and beyond that, build up savings, build up a nest egg in some non-IRA investments that you can live off of during that bridge time. The second reason is for that taxes, if your income looks really small, then you've got the opportunity to do some Roth conversion, something like that. So let me give you the scenario. While you're working in the later stages of your career, you're making more money than you've made in the past, most likely, in an ideal scenario. Those kids are out of the house, so you don't have as many deductions. Maybe the mortgage is paid off, so you don't have that deduction either. So you're paying more tax on more income than ever before. Well, then if you transition to early retirement, you delay Social Security, and you're drawing dollars out of cash, out of a non-IRA, your tax picture looks really low. And you can do Roth conversion, start shifting some of the dollars from pre-tax to Roth, maybe that you saved into pre-tax back when you were in the 22 or 24% bracket, and convert them to Roth early in your life, early in retirement, so they still have a long time to grow, but pay 10 or 12% tax on them. So I love the idea. The first bridge I like is still contributing the maximum amount to your tax shelters, your 401k, pre-tax, to your Roth, whatever makes sense. But then above and beyond that, building up additional cash or non-IRA investments that you can use to live off of to bridge the gap to Social Security. The second bridge that a lot of people create, and this one is similar, but that is just assuming that you're going to draw out more or live off of more of your retirement nest egg and delay your Social Security. Okay, so this is a terrible analogy, but I say it a lot. No one's gotten mad at me yet, but don't get mad at me. Okay, but this is like fattening up the turkey before Thanksgiving. This is like, slaughtering the fattened calf sort of thing. Sorry for you vegetarians or for those of you that are ultra sensitive to that. But this is where you're intentionally feeding an account that you're not going to, keep with you for all of retirement. You're fattening this thing up just to last for a certain period, or in that bad turkey Thanksgiving analogy, just to last for a meal and then all those delicious leftovers, right? You are funding an account, excessively funding a tax shelter account, and listen, I've built this thing up to $1 million, and we're gonna pull out 100,000 in these first year and a half, these first 2 years to bridge the gap till Social Security. So we're going to be withdrawing money at an unsustainable pace. So we're going to build the nest egg up and then take a chunk down until we get to Social Security, and then we'll be able to just live off a 2, 3, 4% withdrawal rate. Okay, does that make sense? I did this for my folks back when they retired. They needed a bridge to Social Security. They had built up a chunk, and we said, listen, we're going to spend about a third of it. We're going to spend through a third of it. And I know it's going to be painful because you've worked hard to save this money up. But in order for your plan to work, we're going to spend through about a third of it just trying to get from retirement until Social Security. But then they were blessed to have some pensions. But then from the time you turn on Social Security, plus your pensions, plus a little bit of withdrawal from your retirement accounts, that'll be enough for you to ride off in the sunset, out way into your 90s. Everything is sustainable, everything will work. So that's the second way to bridge the gap with Social Security. Forgive those kind of harsh analogies there, but is taking a chunk out, a greater than normal chunk out of your IRA or other retirement assets to bridge that gap and help you delay Social Security. The third bridge to Social Security, more and more people are interested in this one. I love this one, but it's not for everyone, and that is rental income. Now, the reason it's not for everyone is, and the why it's sort of challenging is, you need to have this plan started for rental income to be your bridge. You need to have that plan started decades in advance, okay? It's almost like saving up for retirement back in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. You need to be aware that, listen, I'd like to retire early before Social Security, and therefore let me get these rentals in place so that they can actually provide that income to me during those gap years when I need it. Why is that the case? Because you can't have a mortgage. I see this a lot where people say, when they're 57, all right, I'm going to buy a rental and that's what I'm going to use as my semi-retirement income. And I'm going to say, well, you don't have the cash to pay cash for a rental. So you'll have to get a loan, get a mortgage, and then therefore when you collect the rental income, you're going to need to use that income to pay the mortgage on it. So it's not really providing income to you at all. So that's one challenge. You've got to, that rental property needs to be debt-free. You can't have a mortgage on it. Number two, rental real estate's not for everyone. Do you want to be a landlord? Is that how you want to spend your retirement or even those early years? Is answering the phone at 2 a.m. because the toilet stopped working or something like that. It's not for everyone, but if it's for you, it can provide an amazing gap and supplement your Social Security, supplement your income before you start drawing Social Security. But work with your certified financial planner. See if it's right for you. I've got my 4 laws of rental real estate. See if you pass those laws, and if so, get the process started early. And your CFP will say, yeah, one of the benefits of this is it will help you bridge the gap and plan for Social Security because you've got this rental income. And then the fourth bridge between retiring early and drawing Social Security is semi-retirement, and that's part-time income. That is, I've been working in the career, the high-stress job, the lots of hours, the travel, or whatever it takes, and we've reached the point where, listen, we don't need all of that anymore. We don't need all that income. We've built up the nest egg and we've become financially independent enough, but I don't really want to sacrifice that turkey that I've been fattening, or I don't have a lot of cash savings, or the rental real estate isn't for me, or I haven't had that in place. I don't need the $6 or $7 grand a month in income that this high stress job requires. My Social Security is going to be $2 grand. How can I just go out and get $2 grand a month right now? Well, you could trade in your high stress job for a lower stress job that has more flexibility in hours, part-time, where you're making your $2 grand or whatever. Be mindful of FICA taxes, be mindful of health insurance, right? Hopefully it has benefits, otherwise you're gonna need to make more than that $2 grand or whatever the example is for you to cover health insurance. But yeah, that's one a lot of people transition to, is from full career to semi-retirement to full retirement. That can be a great gap. That can be a great bridge, to cover that gap during those early years. Be mindful also that you're letting go, you're leaving all your longevity, all your great benefits, all your intelligence, the wisdom you have, and if you're transitioning to a different field, or to where you're kind of low person on the totem pole, or to a place where you don't have a lot of tenure, it might not be as ideal as what it seems in your mind. So be aware of that, but work with your certified financial planner. Maybe this is part of the bridge in your Social Security plan, in your overall financial plan. Is that it? That's not the exhaustive list, but those are the most common bridges from retiring early to drawing Social Security. Whether you're retiring before Social Security age, or whether you're retiring early and want to delay your Social Security, work with your certified financial planner. See which of those bridges is the best one for you, and do it early. Do it early. The sooner you talk about this with your certified financial planner, the sooner they could say, hey, in order for this to be a reality, let's start building that bridge right now. Let's start building the bridge right now when we still have a decade or two to go and nothing's set in stone here, but let's start building that bridge. Let's start building that cash. Let's start building that rental real estate portfolio. Work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP in your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with a K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or just give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.